the cooldown is very, very long now. And as you mentioned with towers, and I mentioned too in times past, with towers not being so important anymore, her ulti just kind of seems less and less effective in the earlier stages of the game. And at a 145-second flat cooldown, it's a very, very long time.
Liking this Centaur said universe has. I've never seen it.
Huh, interesting axe.
Yeah, I like the
tail.
I like the shoulder pads and the helmet a lot. Anyway, sorry, I digress. Let's talk about the lanes. It's PPD on the Naga, so definitely the support Naga Arteezy as anticipated. Going to be taking the DP mid, Fears on the Broom, and Zai on the Jakiro. The off lane will be Universe on the Centaur. For Empire, it's going to be Silent farming up the Razor. He's in a dual lane configuration, at least for the moment, with Solo. Yoki is going to be taking our Legion Commander mid. Always want to fly as anticipated. Will be on the Elder Titan. Looks like he wants to head elsewhere for the moment. And Scandal out in the off lane. But I tell you, man, again, Yoki to me is one of the most intriguing players in D2L right now. I'm really excited, genuinely excited to see what he's able to accomplish with this Legion Commander based on how well he's played in the few times we've seen him.
Yep, yeah, he's been playing very well. I would say, other than the Naga game, I think that he could have closed that out just a little bit better. And by close out, I mean win because they didn't win. But PPD's camping the top rune. Bottom rune is going to be for Solo. It will get scouted out and spotted by this ward that Universe placed. So at the very least, they'll know that he's in Viz. The question is, which way does he go? Does he go bottom? Does he fake him out and go mid? Oh, it's the fake out! Yep. As Solo walks towards mid. See if Arteezy is greedy enough to get some extra CS in the mid lane. This is the thing, though. Ganking Death Prophet is so easy. Oh, he bought boots, actually, so 330 movement speed. Still might die.
Solo walks right up. And there it is, overwhelming odds. There's the lift. They also have the Ancestral Spirit. And he's just going to run, but I don't think he's going to make it away. Yoki trying to get there, but 397 movement speed on the Elder Titan means he should be able to catch him. He's going to try to deny himself.
Oh, one second on the Elder Titan thingy.
Oh! And he actually does deny himself, so he ends up wasting a lot of time. And even though it sucks for him to die there, the fact that it was a deny, he's actually back to lane quicker than Yoki is. And that was 3 heroes that end up chasing him around that much time. So I don't know, like it's hard to determine, but I would imagine that's at best a wash.
Yeah, it's fine for Empire, actually. Or sorry, it's not fine for EG. And I think that he could have cast the Astral Spirit just a little bit faster, but it is, okay, this is one of those times it might come into play. It is an East server, so maybe that's why. That actually is one instance where it completely could have mattered.
Yep.
But I won't go too far into that.
Well, always want to fly, hanging back for now. And looks like he wants to get his stack on. How about top lane? How's Scandal doing? Just about to find level 2. PPD's already 2.5. Zai is still just level 1. And 2.5 on the Broom. And we can see PPD just being obnoxious to Scandal, trying to be disruptive. Down at the other side, Universe is level 2.5 actually, and he's doing some cute stuff hiding out in the trees here.
Yep, mid, Yoki doing a good job CSing, has his bottle up now. And Arteezy thought this was going to be a Razor in mid because he bought boots first. I don't imagine if he knows that the Legion Commander's here, I don't think that warrants buying boots on DP. I would think that he would want the Null Talisman for extra harass, so kind of dodged a bullet in that sense. PPD camping up the top rune, it was, I think, a bounty. And always want to fly and picked up a haste.
Such good play from Universe. He hung there until they finally got suspicious, and then just as they were sending Solo to find him in the trees, he TP's just right back to the tier 2 in time to get this wave.
Top, Batrider could be in trouble actually. He's going to cast an early Firefly to hit the creeps a little bit. Is there an ensnare on Peter? Of course there is. He's a support, but he dodges the bullet. So, good job, good awareness from him.
Little burn damage will help push this lane out some in mid. It's basically a dual mid out of Empire right now. How do you feel about this? I mean, Always Want to Fly is just level 1.5. And as I had said before, the times that I see this just fall on its face is whenever you just, very little level gain on an Elder Titan. He starts to feel like dead weight walking around the map. He's helping out a little bit here in mid, but to tell you the truth, Arteezy's actually kind of bossing Yoki around. He's got 16 CS to the 12 of the Legion Commander.
Yeah, I do think that Death Prophet wins this lane. This is probably to be expected. I think at the kill on Arteezy is a completely different ballgame, I think. Especially if Yogi gets the first blood. But yeah, I agree. I think Elder Titan needs to... Oh, yeah, you weren't getting. He's still level 1. Not even level 2, so he definitely needs to find some space. Rubik, in the meantime, at least is level 3, so his nuke is doing a little bit more damage. It's up to 140.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And who does this favor? I don't know, it's hard to say. Like, I like both lineups. I think they both have their strengths. I do think that Panda with complete free farm is very, very strong. Fear, one of the better pandas in the West, I must say. His micros is phenomenal. So I imagine that EG is actually probably okay with this setup.
Bounty top, Invis bottom. And here comes Universe back to lane. See if he wants to go take a look at the rune. It's actually going to be Solo who spots it out. He might try to make something happen. If he can just deny it from Arteezy, which he will be able to. That's handy dandy. And what's spotted by EG is they had the ward, so Arteezy at the very least didn't waste his time walking all the way down to find out. Fear's been left alone up at top, so he's going to be farming by himself for a while. PPD and Zai have smoked and are now moving in behind their own tier 1 bottom. They want to take a run at the very least at Silent.
Radiant's
Problem is they're going to run right into this Invis Solo. And, yep. And that's unfortunate. There's going to be the lift. They got to go now. No ice path for this Jakiro. There's the ensnare on the Solo. Follow up with the stomp. Not even needed. Double edge more than enough. First blood drawn. Silent does decent damage on his way back, but PPD draws first blood and drops that Rubik.
Radiant's top tower is under
So
attack.
unfortunate, so close to Solo. He popped the smoke unintentionally, but since it's nighttime, I actually don't think he had vision of them, even though he popped it. So didn't know that they were coming. So very nice first blood in favor of the Naga. Second game in a row where PPD gets this first blood. So I'm sure he'll like that.
This is really good for Always Wanna Fly. In vacating that top lane, they've given it to the Elder Titan, and he's still got a little bit to go to catch up, but he is at least now level 3. And yeah, he's right on par with PPD and Zai. So he's going to be really happy about that. Means his time wasn't wasted. And they may take another run at Silent here. Universe is hanging, as is Zai, as is Peter. And let's see if they want to actually prepare for this, or if they just want to go ahead and try to collapse elsewhere. For now, Arteezy just continues to farm quite well. Number 2 in overall net worth. Number 1 is Fear. And not far behind them, though, are the Razor and the Legion Commander.
Interesting decision by Legion Commander, just nuke mid. He didn't get any of the CS, but I guess he just wanted the extra movement speed to get this rune a little bit faster. So he's gonna miss some creeps there. Or maybe these two can get saved here by Scandal. Okay, so he gets a double damage, but yeah, as you said, DP's definitely out farming mid now, and this just becomes very standard once DP gets some levels under his belt. It's gonna have level 7 here, probably gets a level into Witchcraft again, the 4th one. Just then he'll be super fast. We'll see what he gets here. He gets a point into, might be the ultimate too, just in case the Yoki dives in.
Nothing yet. Down at bottom, we're gonna have an engagement. It's Universe trying to get on Silent. Universe not level 6, does get off the stomp, but there's a lift from Solo. That's going to be a very nice static link. A lot of damage stolen, up to 126. Plasma field, couple of auto attacks, could not get into range, and the dual breath's going to be enough to slow him down. And now PPD's coming back in, but look at the damage output. And Silent actually is going to take a lot of damage from this liquid fire. And he does manage to survive, but only just barely. Double damage picked up by the Legion Commander, or activated, excuse me, not picked up. And there's a lift on the Zai, static link. Damage has faded. So the right click in the plasma field is not quite enough. So a lot of trading in the paint, but everyone's still alive in this bottom lane.
I think Silent could have actually played that just a little bit better. If he was attacking for a little bit longer and saved his nuke until he was out of range, that's typically what you want to do. You want to attack, and then always save your nuke until you can't attack anymore and you're just simply out of range. He also wasn't attacking on Agi Treads, and I think he would have been able to get one more extra auto attack in there, plus it's 8 extra damage each time too, which does add up in little small engagements like that. So I think he actually may have gotten the kill if those little minute things were changed.
Would have been a big one too. Bring it down Universe. Speaking of, he's taking a look at the 8-minute rune. Elder Titan up above him. Arteezy's there to help protect him. Will be Arteezy. They give the rune to naturally, so he wants to bottle it up. PPD has eyes on a haste rune at bottom, and he's going to go ahead and take it. Looks like they might want to try to do something bottom. They have a ward down here just to keep an eye on things coming from the west. But they are now converging, and Yeah, he's got eyes on Yoki. Blink done on Fear. And yeah, PPD just basically sharing the experience. He actually got a level out of that. Now coming up, going to try to... Nope, never mind. Thought he was going to try to catch Solo. But they are going to push down here.
PPD is not 6 yet,
Radiant's
but it's going
top tower
to be
is
obviously
under
good
attack.
when he is. I imagine Fear... Actually, Fear's going to get a free tower out of this. Could even TP bottom afterwards.
Radiant
There's a
structures
response
are
here. They're going to need someone to TP at the top right
Radiant's
now. Like TP right any
is under
second.
attack.
And they're not doing it.
Yep, Echo Stomp.
misses.
Off the mark, and it
Radiant's
still gets
top
destroyed by the
tower has
catapult. Now,
fallen.
always want to fly. He could split on him. But it looks like he's not interested. He wants to save his split for a bigger objective. Silent, once again, had a static link on the universe. Only sapped 21 damage that time, though. And another rotation. That's going to be Zai. Coming from the edge. Hits him with a dual breath.
He's
and like
dead.
you said... Who's dead?
No, I'm just saying. It's a weird duel, but he's dead. He's got killed.
But, yeah, like you said, Fear can now come bottom if they wanted to dive this and really wanted to take it to Silent.
Yeah, people just need some kind of mana. Unfortunately, he needs either a bottle or a mana boots. One of the two, I think. Or I guess if he gets treads, it's fine too, but I really do like arc boots, especially when your team can benefit from it. Like Naga would love it, THD would love it, everyone would love it. Also, even Centaur can really benefit that since his spells did get nerfed in the sense that they cost more mana now.
Dire's middle
He's gone for
tower
bottle
is under
instead.
Want to
attack.
check and make sure that we're not offline. I think
Okay.
Twitch might be down. See if you can load.
Do you want me to check and look
Yeah.
while we're... Okay.
Because I
Radiant's
just noticed that our
bottom
viewer
tower is
count
under
dropped to
attack.
0 via the counter. And
Radiant
that
structures
usually
are
indicates a
fortified.
disconnect. I can't. Anyway, we are going to continue to cast. Hopefully I'm still connected via Dota TV. And there's going to be an Echo Stomp. They caught two. PPD could be in trouble. They're going to come back in using the split. They catch Silent from behind. Arteezy using his ulti as well. There's the Storm aspect tossing up. Always want to fly solo. Being dove behind his own tier 1 in the meantime. The rest of the fight is pushing back up the lane. And Yoki has a chance to get a lot of kills. He's guaranteed at least one duel. And now he might try. Nope, never mind. He's going to be happy to take the duel win where he can get it. And Fear did manage to finally track down Solo, but they split that up a little awkwardly. And because of that, it ends up being a 2-for-2 that without a doubt I think favors Empire.
God, they were so... Look at Centaur's life. It's much higher now because he's regenning with Tranquils, but he was so
He and
close
Zai
to dying.
both, man. He and Zai
Yeah.
both were so close.
So close. If the Batrider just got one more sticky napalm off on him, actually, or even just an attack. TP coming in from mid. It's going to be Arteezy. He's very close to his Yules.
Is the video running on Twitch right now?
I can't load it up either,
Okay,
so I think
so-
it's a Twitch thing.
Yep. Well, that's unfortunate. We'll keep casting. Every couple of minutes, if you can, Trout, check and see if you can get it to load. And if it does load, and I need to reconnect the streamer, I will. I
Okay.
I don't know if it's people can't load our channel or if Twitch just pooped itself and now I don't want to reconnect the stream to make it work. So just every couple of minutes when you can, just check that for me. And sorry that everyone in the end game is hearing this background chatter. Life of a live streamer, always worried about Twitch. You have to yell at people, call them. But anyway, at 12 minutes in, we'll take a look at the gold graph, and we can see this is going EG's way fairly heavily. They're ahead about 2,000 gold, and the experience pretty negligible, but 2,000 gold, 12 minutes, not the end of the world, but it's going to be tough for Empire to make it up unless they're very successful with ganks like these. 3 are smoked up to top. And there's going to be, Fear's the one caught out. He doesn't have split. This is a great kill if they can get it. Naga Siren in the meantime gets the kill on the Elder Titan, but that is a very beneficial exchange going the way of Empires. They not only kill Fear, but they get a duel off on Yoki as well. If they can continue to play him like this and every minute or two somehow get him 10 damage from a duel, they're going to be in great shape.
Yeah, he is gonna. He's on the
under
verge of
attack.
snow. Well, okay, not on the verge of
Radiant's
snowballing,
bottom
but he's got a
tower
very good
has
start to
fallen.
it, and he's got a number of spells that he can dispel with his W spell as well. I just said spell like 40 times, but basically the press attack can be very effective. He actually goes in on Zai with just auto attacks and the press attack. Stomp hits Arteezy in the backfield. Wasn't able to use Yules or anything defensively, and a nice easy kill even without Legion Commander ulti onto Zai.
Yeah, it's almost a shame that it wasn't 10 seconds later. That would have been free 10 damage.
It's down, by the way. everyone in chat is saying the same.
Everything's down?
Well, I don't know. I can't see on the stream, but it said everyone in chat is saying that picnic is down.
Yeah.
So I think it's a Twitch. I think it's a Twitch thing though.
So but you're getting nothing to load with the video?
No, I can't.
Okay.
I can't even open up the games tab on the directory for Twitch.
Okay. Yeah. Then it is a Twitch thing. All right. Like I said, keep an eye on that. And when it looks like Twitch is back, if I don't see our viewership spike, I'm going to reconnect.
Okay.
Cool. But that just means it's just me and you guys. It's us and the in-game viewers. All our awesome people who bought tickets. We love you so much. Thank you for supporting D2L. And I know, no item. And we're as disappointed as you are, trust me. In fact, more. I'm willing to bet we are more disappointed than you are that our item is not in the store, because our prize pool is not very large, and that's why. And I'm not happy about it. But happy about the Dota. It has been a lot of fun to cast so far. And now I feel kind of out of it because we've been talking about everything else. Anyway, looks like it's going to be a Vlad's build on Fear. And there's the Blink Dagger on the Centaur as well. So the item progression for EG is coming together relatively well. I'll tell you what's scary, though. If EG falls flat, since this is a support Naga, like if they kill Fear 2 or 3 times and suddenly EG loses all of their momentum, I don't think they can come back against Empire. Like they are so completely focused on winning this phase of the game that if they don't, they're just boned.
Yeah, you're kind of so very gone. This is why DP has been kind of ignored right now, and when he hasn't been, just not having great success. He's just so easy to kill now. People are doing a much better job in this patch specifically to be aggressive onto a hero like that. Double damage also on Yoki doesn't hurt things. Here comes Imagination.
2-man clap and the split. They're going to get Scandal. Nice 2-man stomp behind that as well. Scandal's still up and running for the moment. They're chasing always want to fly with the Pandas. Zai manages to use the Razor. He didn't actually use. I'm pretty sure there's the Storm aspect. Yeah, Zai doesn't have the Jules done yet. Nobody died. Brew does finally secure the kill onto one that was onto the Bad Rider. And the rest of it, Solo trying to... tracks him down and gives him the smack. That booty smack though, PPD gonna song. It's a 2-for-1 as they did get Universe behind it. And there's a Macro Pirate, now Arteezy ready to re-engage. Silent tries to TP away, nope. Crit is there from Fear. And looked like it wasn't gonna be that bad, but turns out to be a 4-for-1. And a huge swing, that's 2,000 gold in favor of EG. And about 2,500 XP, not bad.
Oh, Solo had a nice play there on the Centaur. If he didn't have the Drunken Haze on him, he would have attacked Roche, and Roche would have denied him. It was actually really a good play by Fear. And also, it was so close that Scandal gets out of there just by the skin of his teeth. We are on Twitch, don't worry. Okay, good. He just gets out on by the skin of his teeth, but this ward actually gave Fear the vision he needed for that last extra boulder toss with a couple seconds left in his duration of his ultimate. So could have been a lot better. Just the small little things actually makes EG go on top.
Well, talked about on top again. That was a big swing in the overall grand scheme of things, and this is what EG has to have. Like the kill score matters only in so much as what it translates to. It's close, a lot closer than I think EG would like. They've given up a couple of kills or a couple of deaths on Fear that I know they would have loved to have avoided. Actually, he's only died once. For some reason, I have in my head he died twice, but only once. But they do still have to worry about Yoki. Yoki now at level 11. Net worth-wise, he's second only to Fear. He has a blink, and we'll see what he wants next. Could be a blade meal. In fact, I would wager that's what it's going to be. But he's already stolen 30 damage. And talking, snowballing, and all that. That's more than enough at the start. And yep, Scandal's going to get him. This is going to be 40 damage. Easy peasy duel. They gotta quit giving these up. Like if I'm EG, I think I just stick as 5. When my ults are up, I go fight. I think that's the best way to go. Solo actually just stole Macro Power.
Yeah, pretty nice spell for him.
Yeah.
He's actually gonna use it. Do some damage to these creeps here. Nice, nice. Wouldn't mind to see some leveling up of the null field as well. There's a decent chunk of magic damage coming out from the Panda. I think the Naga Siren's Riptide is magic. Yeah, it is. And all that jazz. So they're going to push up top lane just a little bit. Scandal's going to cut the creeps. And they should get this tower because it's relatively low. Meanwhile, Silent, he fears that someone's down here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And he should fear it.
You can TP out right now, TP. Yep, exactly. That was such a fast ultimate by Fear. Might not have been necessary because Universe is there, but that was a really good anticipation.
Think it's worthwhile to give up a tower and to use the split on that?
I think it's okay. I mean, Razor's a very important hero, so I think it's okay.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Mid-game rolls on. Arteezy caught out. Yoki's there. There's a beautiful Earth Splitter. Yoki is silenced. Oh, if he wasn't silenced, he would have gone ulti and probably would have gotten the kill. Now he's going to be ensnared. There's the macro pyre down. Universe is right there. And that is a much more important kill in my mind than the kill on the Razor.
Radiant's middle tower
Getting Yoki off the map, because Yoki's the big threat. You know, Razor can go toe-to-toe and everything, but a Yoki that continues to just get duels and continues to develop his items. And wow, always want to fly can die here. Fear's right on his tail. And not going to dive it. Doesn't have split for a while. There's a nice path to make sure he stays safe. Scandal caught as Universe engaged and hit him with the hoof stomp. Scandal going to knock him back, and they will get a kill. So a little bit of a feed that time, and Fear's still hanging around. Yeah. Why was he still trying to engage here?
I don't know. That's really greedy. That's the buddy syndrome not working out. Trying to save or do something with Universe's uncharacteristically bad dive there. He shouldn't have. He knew the second he blinked into that tier 2 was a mistake, because the second he went in, he stomped and just tried to book it. But he didn't have his ulti up. It was actually cooling down for like 15 seconds. So unfortunate mistips there by EG. That was a really nice silence in the mid river right there by Arteezy. If he didn't get that off, he actually dies.
Yep.
He got it off as he came down from the Yules. This is also a very slow duel, which again I think ping issue actually could have been a factor there, because sometimes you get there and you're spamming trying to click it, but your hero's facing a different way. It's kind of an awkward setup, but a faster silence coming out from Arteezy.
Yeah, exactly. Like even in the play-by-play, I was calling that out. The fact that the silence actually saved him. He definitely would have been more damage. There's a Yules used on Scandal. The Yules completed by Zion. This is going to be a nice kill for EG. As they finish off the Bat. Bat does have Blink Force, so he's doing okay. Now we're going to have Always Wanna Fly. Toss in the air, comes down, and Arteezy unwilling to commit much more than a Yules Scepter usage still. But now at 20 minutes in, EG beginning to feel quite powerful. They've only killed off the Legion once, though. So I still feel like EG has to stay vigilant. They have to continue to press the attack. They cannot afford to give the Legion too much more time. Not to say she's just going to blow up at like 8 minutes and suddenly turn the game. But their team is so completely and utterly drafted around dominance at this phase that they don't want to give away any extra gold, any extra XP to a hero that scales as well late as the Legion does.
I think Yoki needs to press the attack.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so tired. I don't know about you, man. I am worn out. Like, I wanted to follow that with something clever, and all I had was, yeah.
I'm not tired. I am hungry. I gotta get food after this.
Oh, man. I am so tired. But
it's been a long one, man. Long week.
It has. But we're winding down the East tonight, and we'll get back on a regular schedule with the West. That's been the tough part, man, is the constant back and forth and the time shifts. And it just caught up with me heavily today. It was bad. Got out the door early and caught in the traffic from a car accident for 90 minutes going 3 miles.
Oh, God.
Oh, no, dude. That kind of stuff will wear your ass out. Like, just mentally and physically. Just staring and angry and late and feeling like you're letting people down. Just wears your ass out.
Yeah,
but
that's
enough
the worst.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone's so interested since they tuned into the Listen to AC's live show. Sorry, guys. It's just me being tired and cantankerous and wanting to gripe at something.
It's okay. There's not really much happening.
Yeah. Well, be an analyst. Analyze. What's going on?
Analyze. Analyticized. Zai, well, they're pushing. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
They are pushing. They have all their ultimates up. Do they actually... They could go for Roshan, actually. They have the Naga Sleep to disengage if they need to. They're going to chance it a little bit and go for this push instead, which I think might be a mistake. Maybe they're pushing this up and then they'll go for Roshan. They need the other lanes to be pushed out, though, I think. Otherwise, it's going to be blatantly obvious once they leave this, so they just want to push now.
Fear tries to go away. He tried to split, but a very quick reaction from Solo. And someone did manage to steal it, but Fear's going to be dueled and brought down. And they probably need to back off. PPD, yeah, is just calling it, saying, do not engage. That's really another duel for Yoki. More damage for him. And that was very quick out of Solo. It was such a quick blink, clap, and ulti, but Solo got the lift off, and he managed to still clap by the time all was said and done, too.
And not only just him, but the rest of his team to follow up right there.
Yep.
And just know that they could turn this fight by initiating onto the Brewmaster himself. Very nicely done by Solo. Good quick reactions from Scandal and the rest of the crew. And yeah, more damage going the way of Yoki. Almost got the sleep off with PPD. It was so close, but he has to stand very far back for other reasons.
Tower is under attack.
And Empire now putting a push on of their own. Doesn't look like they want to overcommit though, and I like that. They know Fear's coming back up now. Last thing they want is to take a good win and then feed it right back. The Legion Commander is now number 2 in overall net worth. The Razor number 4. Razor is substantially behind though, as is the Battler. And yeah, the gold definitely still moving in EG's favor, but they have cut down on it. I mean, you were getting close to 7,500 gold advantage for EG, and now it's been cut a little less than in half. And same thing to be said about XP, up to about 4,000 and cut down to a little less than in half. So progress is being made. It's just a matter if they can keep it up. If you're EG, what do you need to fix to make sure that you stop doing this and you actually are able to close this game out?
Well, this isn't good. Zai is completely dead here.
Oh.
With a duel, he had an invis actually on Yoki, and even if he didn't, they actually spotted him out with Batrider Firefly. But for EG, I think it's take Roshan. I think they should have taken Roshan instead of try to push there. Like I said, they have a decent Roshan lineup. They have Lads on the Panda. They have Liquid Fire. They have the Death Prophet ulti. Like, these are all amazing abilities. And like I said, even if they feel under pressure, they can use the Naga Sleep to try to buy some time at the Rosh pit. It's a 7-second window of extra damage and then getting the Aegis and getting the hell on out of there. So I thought they could have gone for Roshan, but I think they took what is, in my opinion, a little bit more of a risky play, and it didn't pay off.
Yoki is definitely getting to a point of critical mass. Only needs about 400 more gold, 450 or so, to finish his BKB. Already has Blade Mail, Blink Tread, and has stolen 72 damage in 25 minutes. That's actually really, really legit. Like, that's a fair amount. I'm not going to be like, I'm going to blow it out of proportion and say it's like amazing, but it's on the high side of what you can expect when you're having a good Legion game. And
I think so too, yeah.
Like, with that much damage stolen, hitting for 200 a shot. And yeah, there's the Rouge actually. They took that very quickly. So an Aegis is up on Arteezy, but with that much damage stolen, they can maybe relax a little bit. Like, I feel like they actually can begin to play a bit more defensive and just tell EG, okay, it's your job to close us out because we are going to dig our heels in and dare you to try to high ground us. I mean, obviously they won't just give up tier 2s for free, but I feel like they've got the Legion in a good spot, and they're doing a very nice job of punishing EG when they do make mistakes. And if they can just continue to do that for another 15-20 minutes, I think they're in a wonderful position.
Yeah, I think you're right on the money. I don't think Empire has to be too scared necessarily of EG's late game potential. It's there. I think Empire has equal late game potential as well, if not better.
Yep.
It's just scary going late game against the EG squad. Like the Lot is solo. He's getting caught out here. There is a net, and he will die. Very easy pick off there for EG. That's nice. It's scary going up against late game, not in the sense of like lineups, like the hero draft, but EG's just a very good team about, you know, maximizing their farm in the late game. Draft aside. But like I said, Empire does have the tools to fight high ground. Batrider's amazing. The Elder Titan's super good. They have
Lasso on the universe, and Yoki about to get some more damage, and does. Now up to 86 damage stolen. And looks like EG wants to push bottom. And they're going to TP, at least always want to fly back. He has very little mana though, has to use the Soul Ring just to have enough for an Astral Spirit. And Empire's falling back. I think they should have just pushed mid. They push mid, I think EG has to react. The Exorcism's still down on Arteezy. And it's just going to take the tier 2 for free.
Yeah, I don't know. They just used the duel. They just used Batrider Lasso. They're not the heaviest pushing team outside of the active Razor. If they thought maybe, you know, maybe EG could push that tier 2 tower and still come back to the tier 1, or sorry, tier 2 in mid. So I think it was a fine decision. I think Empire is still in an okay spot. I really think, and I know you touch on this a lot, that Legion Commander should probably think about getting an MKB, you know.
Yep.
Be very, very good. Once he gets up to like 100 plus damage, I think he can actually start soloing the Brewmaster if he gets press the attack off before. And if he has an MKB, I definitely thinks he can solo him.
MKB would be such a great pickup, and you know, it's obviously it's a very high cost damage item. There aren't many heroes who would turn down a BKB and MKB if offered it. But yeah, I mean, I think his damage gain right now is very good. I feel like he can solo pretty much anyone except the Centaur and the Brew. I think if he gets on top of Arteezy, I don't know. Arteezy's got a bit boost from the Shivas. Spoke a little too soon. They are tanking up well on the side of EG, if nothing else. And they're going to have an Assault Cuirass done momentarily as the Hyperstone, actually, I think it's on the way to Fear right now. Yeah, it is. So there's an AC done. So EG is developing their items. And they should be. I mean, they are in the lead. But here's Legion. Nice pass. Blade Mail did go off. And they're going to follow it up. BKB, he's able to blink now, but not wanting to blink blindly.
Well, it's a small win for EG. That's his 10-second BKB used on minor spells from EG. They didn't pop anything big, so nice win for them.
This Razor needs to get bigger, quicker. It's got a plate mail, a scepter, and not much else. And in the meantime, EG's knocking on the door, rattling their saber down mid. And looking to pick a fight. And Solo, just doing what Solo does, off on his own. Solo has a habit of doing that. I feel like he should be put back right about now. Not going to be the case. They're just going to take the tier 2 completely for free. They're going to try to push the Silent, but in the end, it's just not going to work. And EG can think about trying to do something.
Oh, probably not. The DP ulti is just cooling down, just about to fall out, so they're gonna back up. They probably won't use this Aegis unless they start fighting now. Silent TP's out. Ooh, Fear. Couldn't find him. Or couldn't really do anything about it, I should say. And Jen picked up on the Naga, which is fantastic because Hero Illusions will also have the True Vision. So he'll be able to do some counter warding. There's a ward in this new spot, although it just faded actually, as I said that. And even the ward in mid just faded, so Gem is nice, but actually Empire have no wards on the map now. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, they are more or less in the dark. And they got one. Just faded, like you said. If you're Empire, how do you play this out? Do you go pick a fight, or do you decide to try and go late and just play defensive? Like, if they were going to play defensive, I think they would have defended a little bit more a bit ago. I think they just want to go for picks, and Zai's going to be one. As he's brought back, there's the duel. Fear comes in with a split. And Zai actually does end up dying, and it is a win for Yoki. They're going to try to run now. The Storm Aspect threw one into the air, but Scandal coming in from behind, just waiting on a target into which to engage. Silent actually caught by the Yules. And there goes the Macro Pyre. They want to follow it up. There's an Echo Slam, though. Solo ends up dead on the low ground. In the meantime, Silent hit with the Ensnare, but no follow. So it's just Solo down now. The hero did buy back. There's going to be a nice path, and Silent able to be force-staffed out. Flame Break trying to make time. And EG trying to pursue it. Let's see if they can catch something. There's the song. Earth Splitter didn't do much. He's coming in from behind. That Scandal, he actually manages the lasso RT. No Zai. And he's going to be tossed into the air in the meantime, but now they're going to follow it up. Silent should end up dead here, and does. Behind that, Scandal went on side, was unable to get to kill. Yoki's right there, though, has his duel. And yep, he's going to go ahead and use it. Nice ice path, though, just in time. And EG trying to go toe-to-toe. There's a follow-up from Universe and the Blade Mill. Used, but irrelevant. Scandal, another great ice path from Zai. Trying to follow it up. There's going to be the Stampede, and look at all the trees just dying in a hail of fire and blood and dust, as that's a full 5-man wipe from EG. And what chance it looked like Empire might have had seems to have gone up in smoke.
You know, EG's just outplaying Empire totally. I don't even think Empire's playing this bad. I think the draft was fine. I think EG's just, they look pissed off. They look like they really want to win. And just every bit of maneuvering around these fights has just been sound. On top of their game, dodging spells, blinking at the right time, stumping each other out. Arteezy finishes a refract into the Lincolns. But Fear, he can't get it up. His ulti barely gets it up. Oh my god, it was so close.
cut the split off. Now he can run interference as well. Tossing always want to fly into the air. First Spirit is being sapped of damage. There's the rock. One rack's down. Doesn't look like they're that interested in trying to grab him, but Arteezy gets an unstoppable streak going with kill on always want to fly. And they will just go ahead and extricate themselves here. Not going to take too many chances on it. 14 to 20, not 18. At 33, and this is looking rather grim for Empire. Don't know that they have much more than another big fight or two like that in them.
Yeah, it's getting out of control fast. And now Yoki's just, there's too many things against him when he doesn't have his BKB up. Like, there's just too many ways to either stop his ulti, or just stun him before he even gets it off, or even slow his attack speed down with the Shivas. And I really like this THT, or the Jakiro Centaur combo. I think it's really nice. I've seen it a number of times where they're able to really get the full effectiveness out of Centaur's damage with the Stomp and the Ice Path. And Arteezy with his Refresher, he popped it up and used it a second time to get the full duration. And actually got the racks with that. And Empire solo, not in a good spot. He tries to get away, one more attack. Nope, doesn't matter, Yules.
And Fear takes it. No, actually, Universe the one to get the last hit. And Yoki, I feel like he's played well this game, but he is just falling behind where he needs to be. Like you said, too many things for which he has to account. And it looks like EG is ready to try to go bottom. They actually caught Silent from behind with the Yules and the... No, it wasn't the Yules. That was actually just a flat Ice Path. He's going to have Ice Path break in right now. And yeah, he's dead. Well played by Zai, keeping him close and not letting him get away. That's 2 down, and buyback's now a factor. No buyback on the Razor. Solo doesn't have any, but he'll be back up in 15 seconds. But they're going to be able to bring down this tier 3 before the Razor responds.
God, Arteezy almost has a heart now. So he had a kind of rough start, but I feel like it was ever since he got that silence off after the Yules in mid, is when he really just started to turn it up a notch, and just really just started to jumpstart his farm. And showing that DP is still a powerhouse and still has the potential to outfarm anyone on the map.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Here we go. Exorcism pop. Empire trying to hold the line with Solo get. Managed to get Exorcism. Not bad. Not that it matters that much as the racks are just melting in front of their face. It still could be worse. And Solo gonna be caught. There's the Ice Path. Their Splitter doesn't catch much. And Solo, actually, there's a lasso on Arteezy. This could be good if they can bring him down. Solo just hanging around, doing what he can, but no, that's the Song of the Siren. Now there's an Ice Path and a Macro Pyre. Solo should burn to death, and that no, Force Staff to safety. Behind that, Empire trying to charge out. Stampede was used, though, to secure everyone's escape. But still, they end up getting 2 sets of racks, so only mid left standing for now. And I actually didn't even notice that she was doing the song until it was just so much that was loud with 2 damn exorcisms going. It's so loud. And didn't notice she was doing the song until I noticed nobody was moving. And EG able to extricate themselves safely.
This is the EG squad that people are remembering. Like this, on the latter half of this game, this is the EG squad that won Star Ladder. This is the EG squad that has looked good for the last, since they actually formed. I mean,
yep.
They didn't perform very well last game, but they're really turning it up, and they're just completely outplaying Empire. There's not much more to say about it. There's not like they outdrafted them. It's not like Empire grew. It's very impressive individual skill on top of just good teamwork and coordination. And I don't think that there's anything Empire could do, even if their draft is fine in the late game. I think EG's got all the items. They've got the maneuverability with this Jakiro Blink. And now they have another Roshan under the belt, which is the second Roshan.
And honestly, I think they can just run down mid right now. I don't think they have to fuss too much. Just wait on Exorcism to come off cooldown. If they do that, they're going to be in great shape. And it looks like Empire is actually wanting to go really aggressive. They're going to pick a fight and hoping they can catch them with Exorcism down. There's a stomp on the Fear's eye. Runs right around the corner and gets lifted immediately. He's going to come back down. He loses himself. There's a split from Brew, though. And Solo, isolated in the fight, should end up dead. There's an Earth Splitter that doesn't accomplish a whole lot. Silence doing some work. Yoki tossed into the air by the Storm by the Panda aspect. They're going to get silent next. Triple kill for Arteezy and GG. Yoki going to make it 4, and I'm sure they could have had 5. Scandal was hiding. So EG comes back with a vengeance, like you were saying. I gotta echo your sentiment. Strikes me they might have had a bit of a chip on their shoulder for that game. Just wanting to prove a point that, yeah, we lost game 1, but we're a pretty damn good